suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
Live, we're gonna watch the trailer for Joker Folie À Deux. This is the official trailer. We'll talk a little bit about it. I got a few things I want to add. I'm intrigued that this is like cementing the end of the last movie, kind of.
Yeah,
right?
There's a monster.
When you're smiling, when I'm smiling,
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you,
the whole world smiles with you.
for once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
When you're laughing, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Showtime. The whole world smiles with you.
You can do anything you want.
The sun comes.
You're Joker.
I'm not a crook.
Look around. Look at all these people. Bring on. I will no longer allow any of you. So stop your
This is Todd Phillips, right?
to keep me down.
Yes.
Be happy again. I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want. Sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Ready for the judgment day.
All right.
I think of this as an alternate universe movie where Johnny Cash meets A Star Is Born.
Listen, you keep your fan fiction to yourself, Jeff.
It's readily available on Jeff's blog.
Yeah, AO3 is not safe anymore. I don't think. No, but what do you guys are initial thoughts? Just have like, I don't know, this movie like it does stuff to my head that I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it looks interesting to me. I honestly had no interest in Joker 2 until they were like, it's got Lady Gaga and it's going to be a weird musical, and then that's when I was just like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when a lot of people were like, I'm out. But I do feel like this trailer goes a long way to maybe if you're one of those people who is like, I'm out, maybe reel them back in, because it doesn't feel as silly as the premise sounds, where it's with Lady Gaga and it's a musical now. Like, I think a lot of people were kind of and even with when they did the listing or the leak of like, these are the songs that might be sung or whatever. I don't know if that was real or not, but it felt very Moulin Rouge-y, I guess, is what a lot of people were kind of like starting to compare it to. So I think that might have scared some people off, but this really does feel uneasy. Like, there's a lot of unrest. There's a lot, you can tell like a lot of this feels like it happens in their head. The musical number stuff like feels like it's part of a broken reality with them.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks interesting to me. I'll definitely see it. I mean, shocker.
Whoa.
Yeah. Jeff's gonna see Joker 2? No way.
What?
Yeah, I was kind of in the same boat. I think I was a little harsh on Joker originally when it first came out, and thinking more about it, I really like what they did. And but I was uninterested in a sequel to that until, like you, Jeff, I heard it's going to have Lady Gaga and it's going to have music. Now, I am not a huge fan of musicals, so it has to be handled a specific way for me to enjoy it. And I've had it in my head. It's become headcanon now ever since one of you, is either you, Danny, or you, Jeff, I forget whom, sorry, said you thought all the musical numbers were going to be kind of like fantasy. So there's going to be fewer of them. And this seemed to support that, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What would you say since you don't like musicals, what is your favorite musical?
I do like Moulin Rouge. I like I like musicals where it's unexpected and kind of outside the norm, right? So I love the way Moulin Rouge handles it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. There's not a lot that I've seen. I've been meaning to see things like An American in Paris and stuff like that, just to kind of
Wonka.
And what?
Wonka.
Is that a musical? I guess it is a musical.
Yeah. I mean, they, as much as Warner Brothers tries to hide the fact that they keep making musicals, and we have, I think, what was Wonka at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, last year?
It may have
end of last year. It was a Christmas
because
movie
I think
last year.
Warner Brothers within a calendar is Wicked also Warner Brothers, or is that Paramount?
I don't know. That's good.
Either way, within the span of a year, a calendar year, Warner Brothers is going to have 3 musicals that are probably going to be pretty big movies, and yet for some reason they continue to hide the fact that they are making musical movies, which is
come
baffling.
clean, Warner Brothers. Just come clean.
Yeah,
right, exactly. What we find out is Aslov loves musicals,
but he doesn't want to admit it.
He doesn't want to admit it. No, it's going to ruin his
friends at the Cabal are gonna make fun of him. I also wasn't a big fan of musicals, and then I watched Tick Tick Boom, the Andrew Garfield on Netflix music. I think it's about Andrew Lloyd Webber, maybe. I don't know.
No, it's about Jonathan Larson, the guy that wrote Red.
The guy that wrote Red. Okay, yeah,
right. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I like I said, I don't know much about musicals, so, but I know the name Andrew Lloyd Webber and Cats. So there you go.
That is a musical.
Yeah. in respect the order. And I was already pretty hyped about this movie, regardless of what it was gonna be, because as long as they brought Joaquin Phoenix, like I was like, I mean, this dude can pretty much do anything with the character. It is a little bit, one of my favorite things about the first one was how nebulous the ending seemed to be.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this film seems like it's cementing that ending a little bit more grounded than original, and maybe that's why they maybe thought about not doing a sequel, but then they saw, $1 billion, okay.
You make a sequel.
I guarantee that was the case. They came to Todd Phillips with half of that just in a bag with a $sign painted on it and said, make another one. And he's like, can I do a musical with Lady Gaga? They were like, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, David Zaslav for the pitch meeting on that actually grew a mustache and then painted it white.
That's amazing.
Which I thought was commitment. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'll answer first, so you guys can take some time. Whoa,
damn! Hey there.
You got real dramatic there for a second.
Yeah,
real dramatic. Here's my question.
Zoom away.
I actually got Steven Spielberg to direct this episode of the Next Issue podcast. So,
do you believe in God?
That's right. I was gonna ask, what is there anything that you guys kind of want to see in this movie specifically? So let me give you, Jesus, I might need to turn that zoom off, but let me tell you what I want to see a normal semi-healthy relationship between Harley and Joker.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think it's
well, I mean, just with
at
that,
least
like
at least a non-abusive one.
Yeah, there you go. That's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Which from this, it looks like that could be the case.
Well, and I think it's also to that same end, it's important that it seems in this Harley is not a psychologist. She is
she's a
patient, right. So that relationship is going to be a little more even keeled.
Is this where we find out that Danny's in a horror movie and like somebody's going to come popping out behind the door there?
Yeah,
like the Slender Man just like slinks up behind him.
I tweaked the setting because the phone does it on its own, but I tweaked it so it's like maybe a little bit more focused. We'll see. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to see. Having what's his name, Brandon Gleeson. Gleeson. That was a surprise. I don't think he had been announced.
Yeah.
And then in the captions you can read, and I didn't put it for this video, but you can read one of the voices narrating is Harvey Dent.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you watch it, I usually watch it with captions when we do the first video because it gives away little stuff like that, right? They have to caption it. Although I guess they could do whatever. So
yeah, he's probably the DA.
The DA prosecuting.
Yeah. I have a long stretch of what I would like to see in this, but it has to do with the fact that they have clearly abandoned, even though we are getting the Penguin show, they're abandoning that Batman. What do we call it? The lots of punches universe. Punch a lot. I would love by the end of the movie for it to come out that this is a prelude to the Batman. You know, I don't know if maybe like Harley has a kid that's somehow related to that universe, but this is very much the generation before that generation, right? So
yeah,
they could tie it together if they wanted. Now, do they need to? Absolutely not. And it's probably best they don't, but I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Okay, I like that. It's interesting. It's it could definitely lead to a third film of the sorts.
Yeah, totally.
The Hangover 3.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we know Todd Phillips loves a trilogy, so
he does love a trilogy. I don't know what I would like to see in this. The thing that bugs me the most about the first Joker movie is that I feel like it's a fine movie without the Batman stuff. Like it's about a psycho guy that's, you know, lonely and off his meds and he just cracks with society. And for me, the Batman stuff feels kind of shoehorned in just to make it $1 million movie, which is fine, I guess. But it also, for me, I was just like, I didn't need it to be. The Joker stuff was cool.
Yeah.
But like, he could have just been like killer clown guy, you know, like.
Well, I thought it was interesting that part of his arc was that he believed that he was an illegitimate son of the Waynes, or at least of Thomas Wayne. I thought that was a interesting turn, and of course, seeing like his interactions with little Bruce, like that was jarring because you're like, what is this man about to do, right? Like, do not hurt this child. So I thought that was an interesting twist to it. Obviously, when you look at Joker. It's like, you know, when you go to the comic shop and they've done another one of those McFarlane homage covers or like Frank Miller homage cover. That's what these movies are, right? This is like, it's Todd Phillips, but like pretty much after Martin Scorsese. Like it's which is fine. I've gone back to watch The King of Comedy since the first Joker, and I understand, like, why would you not want to homage a movie that is like as cool as that, but obviously, you know, make it into kind of more contemporary filmmaking style, not so much contemporary as the themes, because it seems to be like similar kind of like 80s 70s time. Like it's kind of weird to tell what year it is in the world of Joker.
I'm gonna nerd out and push my glasses up and say
here we go.
I would define it as postmodern because it's intentionally. It's not creating a new film style. It's mimicking an older film style. So And I'll never be on the show again, guys. Sorry. They're gonna kick me off now. Sorry.
No, this is why we have Josh. We'll put a link.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
That's right.
I think I would like to see it. It does feel like. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
It kind of like separates itself like from. I guess I would like to see follow up. Where's Bruce? Because now his parents are killed.
Right.
Now is he?
Right. They died at the end of the last movie.
Yeah. So I got to see. Where's that little kid at? Because he's a little kid still, and maybe like a year has passed. Maybe at this point in the movie. I guess.
It's the justice system. It could be 5 years for all we know. So
that's true.
I do have a weird feeling.
We get like a little 10-year-old Batman running around. I don't know.
Running around.
18-year-old Batman.
It worked in Gotham. I mean, he wasn't in a Batman outfit, but I believe that child could kick some ass.
I do wonder, again, whichever one of you proposed it is now like cemented in my head. Like I wonder.
It doesn't help that we keep dressing the same. Sorry, Josh. Here, I'll separate us.
I do wonder how much of the film is like fantasy, and even to the point where, as I was watching the trailer, the last scene of the trailer where they're just like quietly singing to each other in the hospital, I was like, God, what if that's the last scene of the movie? Right? Like everything else is just like in his imagination. And then this last scene is just this connection between them. So
I do love the idea.
Wait, are you saying that the whole movie is fake? The whole movie is in his head?
A lot of it.
It's just, what if we could take that even further and it's just one session of like a session of Joker and Harley?
That would be good.
We go back to the end of the first film where he's running around in that asylum or whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's been Harley or Dr. Harleen who's been assigned to Todd Phillips.
We need to make this movie.
We do. This is 3. This is your Hangover 3.
Yeah.
Joker.
Oh my God.
Cool. All right. Any last thoughts on Joker 2, Folie À Deux?
I'm interested.
I hope it makes all the money because Jeff's pick is making a lot of money right now. So we'll use that as a segue.
I am pretty sure Borderlands is going to tank. So whatever bump I got from Inside Out 2 is going to go.
I'm still taking. Kevin and I are still taking a hit on Horizon. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.